The version of you that already made it, already woke up without an alarm, already built something online that pays while they sleep, already stopped dreading Monday. That version isn't smarter than you, didn't start with more money, didn't have a bigger following, didn't have some advantage you don't currently have. They just stopped hiding and built one thing, a voice people trust, attached to a problem people pay to solve. I'm Nigel Lavers, 44 years old, former carpenter for 13 years, and I've crossed $2 million in online revenue, not because I'm exceptional, but because I finished what I started and I moved fast. Now, I always break down my milestones into steps. Let me explain. That way, I get done just what needs to get done, nothing more. Too many people start 12 ideas and finish none. That's why they're broke and unsatisfied. Start finishing more. It requires a real, simple, humble mind. Truly, that's it. Start starting and stop stopping. I obeyed 4 steps to make my first million. It led to my second million too. Choose a niche with an expensive problem that's evergreen. Choose a digital product the market is already looking for. Create content to attract the specific customer who wants that solution and direct them to a sales page. Now, if you're watching this video, that full process is probably out of reach right now. And yet, when you learn Claude CoWork the way I'm going to teach you today, you will be standing at the starting line of exactly that 4-step process. So I'm going to implore to you, finish this video and implement right away. Like prize horse at the Kentucky Derby, channel your focus right now. The people you love most are depending on you. This is the truest path to getting an online business in your hands and earning the income that will make all the difference. You ready? Great. Here are the 4 steps we're covering today. 1. Getting Claude CoWork set up on your laptop or desktop. To make money online in this AI era, you must make use of Claude. CoWork is going to give you your 2 superpowers, a genius brain with horse-like strength. That's the only way I know how to describe it. 2. Folder permissions. Claude is going to be installed on your computer, but don't worry, you can do this safely, carefully, and then totally forget about it. That's exactly why we do it. No fear of doing the work twice. It's going to be relevant for a long time. 3. Plugins. There are too many of them, and I'm going to tell you exactly which ones to use if you want to post on social media for free, consistently, without burning out, to actually make money. So, 4. Skills. Claude works like an animal, so let's make it your spirit animal. Training it to do what you want isn't impossible. And what it ultimately does is free up your time. Time you can spend fulfilling clients, or better yet, building memories with the people you love most. And lastly, Claude CoWork is going to help us form your brand voice. This is the marketing secret sauce to regular, consistent income. Don't sleep on it. But don't worry either. I'll share my template that even a monkey could use. Yes, a monkey with a genius brain riding a racehorse. You're getting. So let's go. Before I touch the screen, I need to say 3 things, because if I don't, you'll watch this, get excited, and still do the wrong thing with it. First, some people will tell you, just get attention, post every day, go viral, Nigel, grow your following. They're not wrong, but here's the failure of that thinking. What if you get the wrong attention? What if 10,000 people follow you and none of them are buyers? Look, attention without alignment is just noise. That's why today we start with your brand voice, okay? So the right people self-select, and the wrong ones, they scroll past. That is a feature, not a bug. Second, some people will tell you, build an amazing high-ticket offer, spend 6 weeks perfecting it, make it premium. And again, not wrong, but what if no one wants it? What if you spend 6 weeks building the wrong thing for the wrong person? This is why I teach low-ticket digital products you can build in 15 minutes with Claude and Canva to test your idea before you bet your time on it. Confidence in your offer comes from the market telling you yes, not from you convincing yourself. Third, some people will tell you automate everything, let AI run it all. And I love automation. But the failure there is your audience stops feeling felt. So here's how I think about it. Claude handles every task that doesn't require emotional empathy. Scheduling, drafting, organizing, researching. You bring the human touch. You show up for the parts that actually require you. That division of labor is what makes this sustainable, whether you're selling a $27 product or a $5,000 program. All right? Now, let's build it. Jump on in with me. Step 1. Before anything else, you need the Claude desktop app. Downloaded and installed on your computer, not the website, not your phone, the actual app sitting on your Mac or Windows machine. Go to claude.ai/download. Install it, open it, sign into your paid account. Yes, you need Pro at minimum. That's about $20 a month. That is your only cost of entry into something I'm about to show you that could make you 5 figures a month easily. Next, once it's open, look for the Claude CoWork tab in the left sidebar. Click that. That's your workspace. Everything we build today lives here. Watch me as I do this.
So open your browser. Go to claude.ai/download. Okay. Now, depending on your operating system, you're going to have the download for Windows, or you're going to download for Mac, and it'll all be available here. Okay. Now, once you've downloaded the file, you're going to find it right here, and you want to double click on that, installing it like any normal app, and it will conduct its routine, and you'll obviously let it go through with its stuff and give it a couple minutes, follow the prompts. And now with it installed, I want you to find CoWork. So it's up here on the left side in this side panel. If you haven't got the side panel, you have to click this collapse sidebar button and toggle it on and off, or click Control B or Command B. Now, CoWork is its own area, and I've just given myself the freedom to enable it right now. And it's going to go through PowerShell, and it's going to do this work for you. So you want to give it some time to do that. And so in order to complete this, you'll have to restart the computer and to reboot everything. So make sure you've saved all the items on your device that you need to, and then come back and open up Claude again.
That took about 30 seconds. Your business now has a brain. Next, inside CoWork, click Projects. Create a new one, name it after your business, or if you don't have a name yet, name it after the problem you want to solve. That's enough for now. Watch me as I do this now.
Now inside CoWork, click Projects in the left side panel and type the name of your business. For your circumstances, I'm just going to go ahead and create one for Champion Digital Wealth. Okay. And it's empty. That's fine. Just going to create it. The project is open. It's, that's the point. You're showing yourself that you can get in there and exist in a state of uncertainty, ready for anything. Congrats.
This project is your persistent workspace. Every time you open CoWork from now on, it remembers where you left off. No starting from zero. No copy-pasting context back in. It knows your business. That's the first superpower. Step 2, folder permissions. Create one folder on your computer's C drive. Call it whatever your business is. Inside that folder, you're eventually going to keep 3 very important things: your brand voice document, your offer outline, and your content ideas. That's it. Simple. Works. Now, you're going to tell CoWork, this is the folder you're allowed to work inside. Nothing else on your computer, okay? Just this. Watch me as I do this now.
All right, I'm going to break this into 2 parts. Part A, go ahead and create the folder. right? So if you're not familiar, with your C drive, I'm going to get you up to speed real quick. I'm going to first minimize Claude for a moment and open up your file explorer, just like this, okay? Um, Click the PC button on the left side, right? Your local C drive to open your C drive. And then click anywhere in the empty white space, or if you've got a documents folder, you can go into there. More or less, create a folder and name the folder something that you will be easy to recognize. For example, Champion Digital Wealth. In this case, I created it as Claude CoWork. Okay. Now that folder now lives at your C drive on your workstation. Okay. So you want to make sure that if it's created, you can access it like this. You see how I click at the top? You're going to see it's got a bunch of colons, backslashes, and then an address of its location. It's just a folder. Okay. Now you're obviously going to copy that, and now in part B, we're going to go back into Claude. All right. So we're back here into this project, and we're going to go ahead and edit the details of the project. Well, not right there exactly, but instead, we're going to poke around on the right side here where it says context. It's going to, be a folder chosen, and it's already created something for me, but I want to choose a different folder, a specific folder that I'm in control of. Okay, so I'm going to track it down where I have that one previously made, and it's in my documents. You're going to know where your files are, and you're going to follow that. So I can obviously paste that into there, hit enter, and now I've got it and select that folder. Okay, so that's selected. And you can understand that this might take a couple tries, but that's why we name the folder what we want it to be. And so I can see this one's empty, this one's got stuff in it.
Claude can now read and write inside that folder, which means when it creates something for you, it saves it there. When you update something, it reads it. Your business stops living in your head and starts living somewhere Claude can actually use. Do this once, set it up carefully, and then forget about it. That's the whole point. You will never have to do this again. Step 3, plugins. Think of a plugin as downloading an app onto Claude. Instead of teaching it everything from scratch, someone has already built a package of skills for a specific type of worker. There are plugins for data people, for business owners, for developers. I'm going to show you one, the Content Creator plugin, because if you're watching this video, that's what you need first to make your first income online. This plugin knows how to write hooks, captions, content angles, and short-form scripts as a great example. It already knows the job. You're just hiring. Watch me as I do this.
Stay inside your Champion Digital Wealth project in CoWork. Look for the Customize button or icon inside your project. It looks like this one right here, and click it. All right, you're going to see a menu. So look for the plugins, the Browse Plugins button. It should be just below the top left area like this right here. Okay, when you click on it, you're now going to see a library of plugins opening up. Okay, so look at all these. There's stuff for finance, there's engineering, operations, project management, enterprise, Apollo. Look, it's just going to be endless. People are running their businesses through here, and so it's just like a space station with the amount of information going through it. And what do you want? You want to install the Content Creator plugin. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and search for that, just straight up Content Creator plugin. All right, so it doesn't seem to match that name. Let's look for it in another way. And I found the most suitable one here is our creating content list right at the first task on it is marketing. So we're going to click on plus, and we're going to start to download it. Okay. So the plugin knows how to write hooks, captions, content angles, short form scripts. It knows the job. You're basically just hiring it. Okay. So it's installed already. You can explore inside all the parts of it. And we're going to go head back to our Customize, verify it's in there. Okay, it's in there. The personal plugin is found on the left side.
Done. One click, Claude is now a content creator who specializes in your niche, whatever that niche turns out to be. This is the plugin that is going to let you post on social media consistently for free without burning out to earn that income. Because the part that burns people out isn't the filming, it's the thinking. What do I say? How do I say it? Is this any good? Claude handles that with certainty for you. So you can show up on camera for the part only you can do. Step 4, skills. A skill is a reusable instruction. You write it once, you save it, and every single time you ask Claude to do something, it runs that instruction in the back end automatically. The skill I'm creating right now is called brand voice, and it's going to point at the document we're about to build together. Watch me as I do this.
Now watch me do this now. I'm in CoWork. I click new task. I type this prompt exactly as you see it. Okay. Create a simple skill called brand voice. All right. That writes social media posts in my brand voice about my business. Also create a brand voice document that stores everything important about my business and voice and saves it to my Champion Digital Wealth folder. All right. Then interview me until you are 95% confident. That's pretty high confidence, right? You can write social media reels and posts and stories. I would be profitable in posting as it would attract my ideal customer. Ideal customer who is mostly, problem aware. Let's say we're getting people problem aware, right? Do not use skill creator. Okay, so that's just a little thing we want. Okay, and I'm going to click go. All right, so this is in CoWork, right? This is different than in a chat. Now we're in CoWork. So it's literally going to be functioning with a higher level of orchestration. So there's a lot that's going to happen here. This might actually take 3 to 5 minutes. So I'm going to pause it and give you the freedom to know that it will take a little bit of time for Claude. So as you can see, it's loading tools, it's creating tasks, it's going to go on and show a lot of things that it's doing. See, it's asking to create a folder. We've already created one before, and we're just going to choose that folder that was in a spot where, I had set up the Claude CoWork that I previously used. Okay, I'm going to select that. And you can see it's working on these instructions in something called the MD files, a markdown file. Super, super famous part of this whole CoWork endeavor, right? And when you use an MD file, it's like this overall doctrine. It's sort of overall magic spell. It's like it's everything baked into one, okay? And there we go. Now it started asking me questions. So it's going to interview me precisely with these, truth or not true or false, but sometimes true or false, mostly multiple choice. And I'm going to go ahead and fill these out and answer these questions. So I answered some of the interview questions, and it's basically implying that before I write a single word for you, let me understand your business. That's actually showing care and compassion. Okay, so now it's going into more depths, and I'm just going to keep answering these questions. So it's asking awesome things, asking me about my mentality about how I want to speak to my ideal customer and their pains and the false beliefs. And so this is all part of Claude. It's interviewing me. And I mean, this is going to manufacture something extravagant. It's just coming at you. You can tell. asking me questions. Obviously, now that they know about me, what kind of hooks do you want to create in the content? What kind of proof elements? Now, if you don't have a lot of experience creating content, you may be just feeling like you're guessing, but it doesn't matter so much right now that you know at the end whether this is, the right answer. It's that this is real. Okay. So maybe your expertise is at like a 1 or 2 on the scale of 10 in terms of how competent you are to do these things. But you still get the roadmap and it's completely safe. And so it's asking me more questions. When you're going through this, go through this. Give yourself the exercise of seeing it through. Trust me, it's worth it. Obviously, the intensity of your answers is your own pressure. You're going to create a business. You're going to tell yourself, you're going to put some Christian faith into this. It's up to you. Do you want people to know that you have a link in your bio with the freebie offer? So, you know, Claude is not naive. It knows the right questions to ask. In this case, this skill is already getting written in a high-end output with its intention, and so you're gonna obviously go through this the first time as an exercise, but maybe you're gonna go through it exactly. You're gonna feel it, and you're gonna know what you want, and so it's almost done. It's working on that real brand voice document. Let's take a look and see what it says. Claude has been working for 5 or 6 minutes. Like I literally just went and got a cheese sandwich because I'm so overjoyed with how powerful it is. And it's working with giving me so much confidence that I can relax. Take note of how powerful this can be for you. If you know that you just don't want to put too much thinking power to anything, it's such an amazing partner. And so what it came out with was a sample bunch of carousels and reels, which is awesome right now. But more so what's important is that it initiated this scale file. Okay. So maybe it's not a perfect finished product, but it's now understood what you want. And, it has this brand voice document, which means that you're going to be able to refer to this over and over and over again and not feel like you're reinventing things from scratch. Because as you improve your brand voice over time, you're going to hit a sweet spot. And right now, you just spaghetti on the wall. Like you can see, this new tool is available. But once it's there, it's like precise, and it's going to echo into the ears of your audience, and they're going to hang on their words. Your words are going to hang on their ears as you perfect that brand voice. So bravo for doing that. Let's move on now. You've stopped the scroll. Think about that. You want to be able to draft content without going off brand. So this is a lot like having a marketing director employed by you. Let's see what's next.
One instruction saved forever. Claude will now read your brand voice document every single time it writes anything for you, which means the document itself, what we're building next, is the most important thing in this entire video. This is where most people either get it right and win, or get it wrong and wonder why their content sounds like everyone else's. Now, the brand voice document. I'm going to give you my template, not a description of a template, the actual thing, with my own answers filled in live right now, so you can see exactly what this looks like in practice. Look, the link to the blank version is in the description below. Grab it after. It's free, no email required. That's it, it's yours. So here's why this matters. If you skip this step or do it vaguely, trust me, Claude gives you the same generic output it gives everyone else. But if you fill this in honestly, it becomes the most valuable document in your business. Every piece of content, every caption, every hook written in your voice, and yes, it works for your specific person about your specific problem, so they'll want to purchase. This is the marketing secret sauce. This is what creators use to create consistent income. Watch me fill mine in live right now.
Now, this is the template I'm giving you for free. No email required. Link is in the description. So it will improve your content workflow and save you hours of extra work when you set it up this way. And here is how to use it. First off, copy the entire thing. And then open a new task in CoWork, just like this. Paste it in. Now, we're going to fill in every blank before you hit send. So do not skip a single one, because Every blank you leave empty is a place where Claude will guess. And when Claude guesses your voice, it sounds like everyone else. So watch me walk through each section so you know what to put. So obviously your first name or full name, and you go by your brand name or nickname, whether that's mentor or coach or expert or whatever it might be. Then type the type of person you help, right? So like more specific, the better. And obviously I'm going to use an example that is familiar to you. Okay. Average 9 to 5ers looking to increase their income, to escape the rat race of corporate America with an online business that can double their income without tech overwhelm, in just part-time hours. So yeah, that's it. So who are struggling with the specific frustration, the thing keeping them up at night, with the who are struggling with the rising cost of living and the AI bubble that doesn't seem to burst. With the struggling with that issue to achieve the thing they want, which is, you know, financial freedom without the thing they hate most about how others teach this, right? Without having to learn hundreds of skills, run a team, risk money on paid ads, do sales calls, dance on TikTok, or fake things, and get embarrassed in front of those who know them. So my offer is called Champion Digital Wealth, and it costs, well, okay, just costs $97 a month, right? My free entry point is called the Claude to Cash training video. The person I'm writing this for is, let's give them an age range. And in this case, you're looking for an age range where someone can afford this. So between 25 and 65, they've already tried cheap do it yourself programs and so crypto, drop shipping, and failed. They're skeptical because they get sold the dream, but left with the nightmare of tech and are too shy to ask for support. Okay, so a lot of mindset work for them. They will stop scrolling if I open with okay, hard truth, relatable story, pattern interrupt. Those are great ones. Yes. Hard truth, relatable story, pattern interrupts, sort of contrarian, contradictory content, that makes them feel like, well, that's different, right? So my tone is casual, direct, and sort of, you know, you can say concerned, but also vibrant and empathic. Okay. I never, one or two words that describe who you're not. Yeah. Yeah. So I never hype, um, get rich quick, um, corporate ass kissing, um, preachy, um, bashing of other programs, etc. Okay. So I keep things positive. So phrases I actually say. So I say that I do say, let's make it happen. I say straight to the point, straight up, um, no BS. Okay. Phrases I never say: unlock your potential, limited time only, blessed and highly favored. Um, mm, Unlock your potential. Let's get it. Um, um, mm, yeah, that's pretty good. So yeah, I mean, the one click. uh, let's stick to the blessed and highly favored. Okay, my personal backstory that builds trust. 2 or 3 sentences: where you were before, what changed, where you are now, real numbers if you have them, no exaggeration. Okay, so I was a broke, depressed carpenter, 30K in debt after COVID failed. COVID wrecked my business, then stuck in a 9 to 5 job. I failed in 4 online businesses before I found um, digital affiliate marketing, and leveraged virality to earn um, about 250K in my first year with someone else's product, actually, right? So before I built my own product, right? My content call to action is always, in this case, yeah, we're going to be asking them to comment 10K if you want to learn how to make 10K, to learn how we're making my free training. Yeah, to learn how to start. Hard rules clause must never break when writing for me. Never promise specific results to the reader. Never name or shame. Right? Never use hype. Always rate at grade level. Always open with problem before solution. Always end with one killer action. Never two. Now using everything above, right? Except to remind them to follow along. Okay. 2 social media posts. So this is a great idea. It can write social media posts right now. Just to give an example. And topic for the post. So we can choose, a TikTok carousel about the topic of using Claude CoWork to build business tools that automate daily tasks. So yeah, label them variation 1 So after delivering, ask me which one to refine and in what direction. All right. So this this is now filled out. It's got a little example at the bottom. It's going to show you, and you're going to read out from it a result. You're going to see if you like it or not, and then you can come back and you actually adjust some of these words. And that's how sensitive this is. It's like the tumbles inside of a key lock. You can adjust it. You're the master locksmith here, and you can make sure that there's only one key that fits in there that makes everything turn and just feel just right for you. So we're going to let that chug and see what it comes up with. And great, just like that, we've got 2 variations. You can obviously review them and see if you'd like to, improve it, Or if it's a lost cause and you think, okay, I've just got something to improve in my own brand voice doc that you've just got the template to. Again, this template is something that's going to be available in the description for free. Download it, no email required. That's the whole point. Go ahead and use it and test this out. Try it out. There's no harm, no foul in, making this yours now.
That document filled in for your business is what turns Claude from a generic AI into something that actually sounds like you, sells like you, and works for you while you sleep, even if you've never sold anything online before. See, the blank template is in the description again. No catch here. Go ahead, fill it in today, not tomorrow, please. Get it done today. And here's the honest truth. It's not that hard. See, the hardest section to fill in is section 2, the transformation. Because most people don't yet have the confidence that comes from knowing their offer actually works. But that's the only thing the 2 things I can actually help you with from here. So, for you to champion digital wealth, look, I've got this. It's not a course that you can buy and forget about. This here with me is a done with you program where I'll actually walk with you step by step through a real framework that took me from 0 to $1 million online, and then from 1 million to 2 when I partner with all the customers I've worked with. Look, finding your niche, building your digital product, setting up your automated content system, getting to $10,000 a month consistently. This is not something that it would just be theory here. With me in your corner, I practice what I preach. I built this for the person who is done with, that almost feeling of being ready, who wants to make things happen, who's tired of watching other people build the life they know they're capable of building, who is ready to move, actually move, and build something real with traction and put their foot to the max and pedal to the metal. Here's what I want you to do if you're interested. There's 2 things right now. First, if this video gave you something real today, please subscribe. I'm going to keep showing exactly how I'm building this system, what's working, what's not, and how you can follow along to do it too. In another video, I'll break down the exact CapCut workflow I use to film content on my phone and post it on social media to attract followers and clients. No fancy gear, just your phone and a simple system that you can use in 30 minutes pockets of time and really actually make a online business from this. Second, if you're sitting there right now thinking, okay, Nigel, I want to know how this is for me, well, go ahead, see the description, go to my Instagram, DM me the word 10K. That's it. Just those 2 words if you want to earn 10K a month. Because my AI is going to ask you a few questions from there. Nothing heavy, just enough to see if we'd be a good fit to work together. Because I'm not trying to enroll just everyone. I'm trying to find the right people. And if you're one of them, I'll show you the full framework, walk you through what your path to 10,000 a month actually looks like, and we'll figure out together whether champion digital wealth makes sense for you. So I'll see you on the other side. Thanks for watching. Subscribe again if you haven't. The brand voice template is in the description. All right. Use it today, and I'll see you in the next one.